Hello, this is Dr. Heather Lee, and this is an instructional segment about learning styles in the classroom. And I want you to take a minute and just look at this gorgeous picture here. Fall is my favorite season of the year, and one of the reasons is because of these gorgeous colors that you see. And one time I was on a car ride in the fall, one thing I just love to do. And there were three people in the car, my mom, my husband, and myself. And we were passing through just like breathtaking colors, such as those that you're seeing. And I just happened to say to them, what color do you like best? And my mom loved the yellows. Kevin liked the oranges. And I loved the reds and pinks. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. All three of us liked different colors. But what I realized is that if fall was only one of those colors, if I, like the red, and really a change in leaves just meant red leaves, it wouldn't be near as beautiful. Or if it were just the oranges, it would not be as beautiful as this incredible combination that you see by having these vibrant oranges and reds and pinks and yellows. And I say that because the diversity in our students makes them beautiful. It makes us beautiful when we recognize differences, when we see the beautiful things about having different types of students in the classroom. When we recognize them, and we recognize especially that God created them to be different for a reason. And they will grow up and have certain strengths and do certain types of jobs, and we will be so thankful that there are people who are good at different types of things. I think our personalities are very reflective of this too. I am such a detailed type A personality, and I understand the minds of other people who are detailed and step by step and like to follow all the rules. And for many years, I was just always confused by people who weren't like them. I assumed that my way was best and that there was something wrong with them. But I have since learned that yes, every different type of personality has things they can improve on, but there are some really great things to be learned about people who maybe aren't so detail-oriented. For example, other types of personalities appreciate people and relationships, and they're more willing to put aside a task that isn't very meaningful in the long run and just focus on a person and their needs. And that's something that is more challenging for a type A person like me. We think along the lines of people and things that need to get done instead of people. And we have to be reminded that it's people who really matter and not the things and not to-do lists. So just take a look at this picture, and I hope that maybe even this fall, as you see these beautiful colors, you're reminded of the incredible diversity that God has made in the students that we work with. And I choose this to begin this next session because in education we often have a real problem. We have a mentality sometimes called the one-size-fits-all mentality. And what that means is we think, as a teacher, this is how I'm going to teach it. We pick one way, we teach it, and we expect our students to learn it. And that does a disservice to our students. There's a wonderful quote in our textbook on page 78, and here's what it says. When a teacher tries to teach something to the entire class, chances are 1/3 already know it, 1/3 will get it, and the remaining third won't. So 2/3 of the students are wasting their time. In other words, the students who already knew it to begin with, they didn't need to be in the classroom. And the students who aren't going to get it anyway, it's kind of a waste of their time because the lesson isn't geared in a way that they can learn it. So really only 1/3 of our students are learning. We need to very much be on guard for a one-size-fits-all mentality. Instead, the reality is one size actually fits few. And a large percentage of our students are going to learn when we only offer one way to do something. So, the main implication that we have found from research as educators, the main way to counter this is to offer students a variety of learning experiences. To do different things in general, but also to do specific things geared for specific students. That's called differentiation. So we're going to talk about how we as teachers can add variety, how we can have more strategies in our toolboxes so that we can learn to meet lots of different needs. There's going to be a video that you'll watch about about auditory, visual, and kinesthetic learners. Those are called the big 3 learning styles. And then also we're going to talk for a few minutes about multiple intelligences. Howard Gardner was an educator who came up with this theory, and he believed that there are many different ways that we are smart. That some people are smart in more of a textbook type way, but other students are smart in a musical way, or they're smart in a physical way. And so part of what we need to do as educators is find out in what way are students smart. And there you'll find a range of opinions about this multiple intelligences theory, but there's a lot of value to be gained by understanding these different types of intelligences and then incorporating some of them. They give us ideas that we can use in the classroom. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. There's going to be a link on our page to a survey that I want you to take, and you're going to be the actual student, and you're going to take a survey of the different multiple intelligences, and you're going to add up your scores, and you're going to determine, that'll help you to figure out which type of intelligence you are. And then we're going to participate in a discussion board where we share our experiences about it and anything that we may have learned from taking that survey. So this is the end of this first video on learning styles and differentiation. In the next video, we'll talk more specifically about what differentiation is and what it looks like in the classroom. Thank you very much.